In a village nestled between two mountains, there lived a boy named Hiro. Like many, Hiro had dreams of becoming the greatest archer in the land. Every day, he practiced with unwavering dedication, his arrows soaring through the air toward his target. But no matter how hard he tried, his shots were inconsistent, and his frustration grew. One day, Hiro heard of a wise old archer named Master Ryota, who lived in the forest. It was said that Ryota never missed a target. Determined to perfect his skill, Hiro journeyed deep into the woods to seek the master's guidance. When he found Master Ryota, the old man was sitting calmly under a large tree, his bow resting at his side. Hiro bowed deeply and said, "Master, I've been practicing for years, but I can't master the art of archery. How can I become like you and never miss?" Ryota smiled and gestured for Hiro to sit. "Tell me, when you shoot your arrow, what is your mind focused on?" "The target," Hiro replied quickly. "I focus all my energy on hitting the center." Ryota nodded thoughtfully. "And what do you feel when the arrow misses?" Hiro sighed. "Frustration. Anger. I feel like I've failed." The old master's eyes twinkled with understanding. "Come with me," he said, rising slowly. They walked to a nearby clearing where targets were set up. Ryota handed Hiro a bow and an arrow. "Shoot," he said simply. Hiro drew the bow, his eyes fixed on the center of the target. He released the arrow, but it flew wide, missing the mark entirely. Hiro's shoulders slumped in defeat. "Try again," Ryota said softly. Hiro tried, and tried again, but each shot was either too short, too far, or off-center. Finally, Ryota spoke. "Do not think of the target. Focus on your form, your breath, and the release. Forget about where the arrow lands." Hiro looked at the master in disbelief. "But the whole point is to hit the target. How can I succeed if I don't focus on it?" Ryota smiled gently. "An archer's skill is not measured by how many times he hits the mark, but by how well he draws the bow. The target is merely a guide, it is not the goal. Master yourself, and the target will follow." Hiro was puzzled but determined. He steadied his breath, loosened his grip on the bow, and focused only on the smoothness of his movement. He drew the bowstring with care, feeling the tension in his muscles. When he released, the arrow sailed through the air, and this time, it landed much closer to the center. Ryota nodded approvingly. "You see, when you let go of the need for perfection, your form improved. The more you obsess over the result, the further you drift from your true potential." Hiro finally understood. He had spent all his time chasing the outcome, but in doing so, he had neglected the process, the very thing that would lead him to success. From that day on, Hiro practiced differently. He focused not on the target, but on perfecting each movement, each breath. Over time, his arrows flew straighter, and his frustration disappeared. His skill grew, not because he chased perfection, but because he embraced the journey. Don't fixate on the results. True mastery comes from focusing on the process and giving your best effort. The results will follow naturally when you trust the journey.